100 Civics Questions 1 Easy Answers. 2008 version Civics Test. Part 1 to 1-15, US Citizenship.
Anne and Mark are seated at their dining table, with a cup of coffee in hand and a stack of Civics flashcards on the table. Mark is preparing for his upcoming US naturalization test, and Anne is helping him practice by going through the questions.
All right, Mark, let's go through the first 15 questions from the Civics test. I'll read each question, give you 3 answer choices, and you choose the one you think is correct. After you answer, I'll explain why it's correct.
Sounds good. Let's do this.
Question 1. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. A. Cherokee. B. Crow. C. Navajo.
I think the answer is B. Crow.
That's correct. The Crow, also known as the Apsaluk, are a Native American tribe primarily located in Montana. They have a rich history, known for their skilled horse riding, warrior culture, and alliances with the U.S. government in the 19th century. The Crow Reservation today is one of the largest in the country. Question 2. How many U.S. senators are there? A. 50. B. 435. C. 100.
I think the answer is C. 100.
That's right. The U.S. Senate has 100 members, 2 from each state. This equal representation ensures that every state, regardless of population size, has a voice in the legislative process. Question 3. What is freedom of religion? A. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. B. You must follow the state religion. C. Only certain religions are allowed in the U.S.
I think the answer is A. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion.
Exactly. The First Amendment guarantees freedom of religion, meaning the government cannot establish a national religion or restrict people from practicing their faith or choosing not to practice any religion at all. Question 4. We elect a president for how many years? A. 4 years. B. 6 years. C. 2 years.
I think the answer is A. 4 years.
Correct. A U.S. president serves a 4-year term and can be re-elected for 1 additional term, making a maximum of 8 years in office. Question 5. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? A. Freed the slaves. B. Signed the Constitution. C. Led the American Revolution.
I think the answer is A. Freed the slaves.
That's right. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president, issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, which declared that enslaved people in Confederate states were free. This was a crucial step toward ending slavery in the U.S., which was later abolished by the 13th Amendment. Question 6. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? A. 16 and older. B. 18 and older. C. 21 and older.
I think the answer is B. 18 and older.
Correct. The 26th Amendment lowered the voting age to 18. Before that, some states required voters to be 21. The change was influenced by the Vietnam War, where young soldiers argued that if they were old enough to fight, they should be old enough to vote. Question 7. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? A. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion. B. Right to own property, right to free healthcare. C. Right to bear arms, right to vote.
I think the answer is A. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
Exactly. The First Amendment protects both of these rights. Freedom of speech allows people to express their opinions without fear of government punishment, while freedom of religion ensures that people can follow any faith or none at all. Question 8. There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. A. Any citizen can vote. B. Only landowners can vote. C. Only men can vote.
I think the answer is A. Any citizen can vote.
That's correct. Over time, amendments have expanded voting rights to different groups, including former slaves, 15th Amendment, women, 19th Amendment, and citizens 18 years or older, 26th Amendment. Today, any U.S. citizen can vote regardless of race, gender, or wealth. Question 9. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? A. Checks and balances. B. The President. C. Congress.
I think the answer is A. Checks and balances.
Right. The U.S. government is divided into 3 branches: legislative, executive, and judicial, each with the power to check the others. This system prevents any one branch from gaining too much control. Question 10. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? A. Franklin Roosevelt. B. Herbert Hoover. C. Harry Truman.
I think the answer is A. Franklin Roosevelt.
Correct. Franklin D. Roosevelt served as president from 1933 to 1945. He introduced the New Deal to help the country recover from the Great Depression and led the U.S. through most of World War II. Question 11. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? A. Thomas Jefferson. B. George Washington. C. Benjamin Franklin.
I think the answer is A. Thomas Jefferson.
That's right. Thomas Jefferson was the primary author of the Declaration of Independence, which was adopted on July 4, 1776, declaring the American colonies freedom from British rule. Question 12. What does the President's Cabinet do? A. Advises the President. B. Makes laws. C. Commands the military.
I think the answer is A. Advises the President.
Exactly. The Cabinet consists of the heads of executive departments like the Secretary of State and Secretary of Defense, who provide guidance on important national issues. Question 13. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. A. John Jay. B. Andrew Jackson. C. Abraham Lincoln.
I think the answer is A. John Jay.
Correct. John Jay, along with Alexander Hamilton and James Madison, wrote the Federalist Papers to promote the ratification of the U.S. Constitution. Question 14. What is the political party of the president now? A. Democratic. B. Republican. C. Independent.
I think the answer is B. Republican.
That's right. The president belongs to the Republican Party, which supports conservative policies such as lower taxes and limited government intervention. Question 15. Why did the colonists fight the British? A. Because of high taxes. B. Because they wanted a king. C. Because they liked British rule.
I think the answer is A. Because of high taxes.
Exactly. The colonists were frustrated with taxation without representation, meaning they were taxed by the British government but had no say in its decisions. This led to the American Revolution. Great job, Mark. You're really getting the hang of this.
Thanks, Anne. Let's do another set tomorrow.